My name is T-Dub, and we're here with another episode of Whale Confessions. No problem, Bold. So Bold has just informed me that he's going to be driving while we're doing this, so that's great. And we're going to try to not ask him as many questions, and then hopefully when he can pull over and answer them when it's time. In short, how this works, we look at someone's roster, and then we try to figure out how much money they have spent on their account. Speed up mechanics are in place for you if you're willing to shell out some do-re-mi. I've shelled out a little do-re-mi in my time in order to speed up and play in the end game with the other people that I was watching on Twitch. Now, I found out that I'm not the only one that spends on this game, and what's interesting is then trying to figure out how much they have spent. Let's go ahead and get this started. Now, as we initially look, he's 13.9 million TCP, and we're going to be asking him questions, and then chat's going to help and chime in, and then we're going to use channel points to try to figure out, to guess how much he has spent. So first off right here, 13.9 million TCP. And another key thing here is, well, we're looking at his blitz wins. Oh, I guess I just set up wrong. How many days played, Bold North? How many days played? You did not send me that screenshot. So I know that he has to get to a safe place to answer these questions. So days played is going to be a factor. But before we get to that, let's take a look. 43,000 blitz wins. Why is this number significant? Well, after now having to have done this for a few months, we have taken notice that there is a direct correlation between blitz wins and less money spent as comparatively to the people that have few blitz wins. Now, why do we say that? Basically, the people that it would seem that, including myself, that have less blitz wins are more concerned about using money to get the new character shards instead of blitzing for the new character, or just blitzing in general to get that currency. For me, I'm extremely impressed when people have a large amount of blitz wins, because blitz is my least favorite game mode. All things being said, I recommend to anyone, how do you want to do better in this game? Blitz every 2 hours, set a timer, especially when character releases. If you're under level 60, you're in a special little blitz area. Blitz so hard. It will benefit you in the long run. Just having that currency also is great. Get all of those characters out of the Blitz store. OG Spider-Man and Miles are in the Blitz store. Get those guys ASAP. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at his roster here. How you doing? Oh, free to play, Bondrea says. I don't know about free to play. We're gonna have to check this out and then determine if Bold North is free to play. Now, free to play. 13.9 is not really a free-to-play. Now, we do have people. All right, so Bold is 1,175 days played. Definitely a light spender. Well, we're going to see. The thing is that everybody, here's the thing, too. We have to remember one thing that is very important about this game, spending the habits of Scopely. One thing is in common. There have been some things that Scopely has done in the last 8 months that has taken Krakens to ex-Krakens, light spenders to no spending, whales to dolphins. One was the introduction of new characters via the passes. People, I remember Vrondius, that's when he quit. He's a big member on Reminex's channel. A lot of other people, high-profile people, quit during that time or stopped spending. Myself, when Shang-Chi came out, I took a couple months off of spending. A lot of people, when Shang-Chi came out, they stopped spending then. Like they didn't feel like they could trust Scopely, stuff like that. So before I go through his roster, it's very important to take a note that whatever we see here today, you never really know. But we're going to take, because of course we look at this right here. Look, Sharon Carter at 6, we got it. That could be free to play. Dagger at 3, Cloak at 3. also very free to play. And you know what I like I did all of my shards into dagger, but I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have split it up and done half cloak and half dagger, because eventually I want both of them at 4. They're great, they're amazing at 3 red. I can't wait one day to get them higher for sure. $75,000, Diablo says. I don't know about that one there, sir. You know, maybe a few thousand. I don't know about a I don't know about that. So what I'm going to try to do here is take a look at the roster and then go through and see where potentially, see, now this is, something tells me I'm not looking at the first page. All right, here we go. Now this is better right here. I skipped a page. First and foremost, let's take a look. Captain Sam at 5. I'm looking for Omega Red. The first thing we want to do is look for Omega Red, because that's Omega Red, very difficult to get free to play. All right, spending wise. All right, so these are the guys. Omega Red is his only person aside from Magic that could be unlocked that is not unlocked right there, which is good. Icarus at 4. Icarus at 4, you can definitely get free to play. Cersei, Shang-Chi at 4. Now 4.5, I don't know about. 4, yes, 4.5, unless a mega orb was happening. This is a little bit more than a free to play could get. Already has Doom. Kestrel at 6. All right, now Kestrel at 6 is not necessarily free to play friendly mechanic. How do I know my Kestrel is at 6? Not so easy. Surfer at 5.5. People will be like, oh, I'm free to play. You know, I have Surfer at 5.5. I just remember, like, the offers were $20. And a lot of people I know spent on Surfer, and then that was it right now. Oh, Slick Rick Trick today. Oh my God. All right. Oh no, Nidoran says that they're free to play since their whale confessions. Oh no, I'm sorry, Scopely. No, I'm not. Well, I think maybe, look, AV at 6. This is not a very free to play AV. Now, other people, I'm just saying it's not easy to have AV at 6 free to play. You know, Surfer at 5 could be. Adam Warlock at 6, that could be also. White Tiger already maxed out. You know, do your blitz. This is a product of blitzing right there. Let's also kind of look here. AV, 1175 days played. You know, the one big key is looking at Moondragon, who's at 4, and Phylavel, who's at 5. Now, Phylavel now is in the Arena Orb, but initially this was not, you know, and as I kind of look at this roster, it would seem to be that this is a case of someone like, you know, that had, like, we've had on here several of these. Like, now that I've done these for a few minutes, another thing I'm also noticing is that there is this trend that's happening in Marvel Strike Force right now. And the trend is, I was a spender, and now I'm spending less or not at all. And this really looks like one of those rosters. Like, this is another, I was spending, and then I'm now spending less, or I'm not spending at all. Like, like these rosters that have your Infinity Watch, that have, you know, Misty Knight at 5, almost 6, which could be done free to play, but probably not initially. I'm kind of like, look at your other heroes for hire, and you know, it totally would not surprise me that this was another typical account of what we're seeing lately. You know, because like Dagger and Cloak, I mean, we're on page 2 and we're still in gold. We're still in gold here, so resources are being spent right here. Oh, last purchase. Well, okay. Yeah, see, this guy is a former whale. Devil's Arc, I promise you this, is that I did ask if purchases were made on this account, Devils, and purchases have been made on this account. Since Bold North is driving, I'm not going to require Bold to answer the questions in like a over timely matter, but I can tell you this. Yeah, Slick Trick Crick is definitely not free to play. I will tell you this though, I do have confirmation from Bold that they have spent on this game. This is not going to be one of those like, oh my God, when I see the reveal, like I'm not going to freak out about it, because I do know, because I was trying to figure out like, what would I do if I did have a free to play person on? Would I make at the end, would I say, oh, this prediction, is this person free to play or not free to play? No, this is money spent. This is I don't know about a retired whale, but now after doing a lot of these, you know, the catch-up mechanics that are here for the players like myself, you know, you guys did not have to use, and you wailed to get some of these characters up pre all of the catch-up mechanics right here. So your Surfer is free to play also. He has a good alliance, should be easy. That's a 5 Yellow Star Surfer arena. True. Which Ford? Scarlet looks like the best. Scarlet looks like the best. But I'm buying all of them, truth be told. Or Spider-Gwen. So I would both of those are that, you know, I like those two characters the most, if we're just a quick answering question right there. Now, as I continue down here, Maria Hill at 5. Yeah, I mean, this really, I know. You guys are like, oh, but this is a product of Scopely. Scopely really needs to get their act together to get back. Oh man, look at this. Like, hey, we're now when you start seeing hand characters at level 60, you know, like, okay, this is a different type. You know, I see here a lot of resources spent, from back in the day. So just because you're like, oh, how come right now all the latest and greatest characters aren't at 5 and 6 stars? Look, I've seen this, and I've now seen this like a good 10 to 15 times, where people were not going to spend on Omega Red, yet they had spent, you know, probably Adam. I would say this too. I'm kind of curious if Adam the first time around, you know, because Adam's been around twice. Did you get Adam at 6 the first time around? You know, that's a question that's the type of questions that I need to start asking. Like, first time around on this particular legendary, did you get him at 5 or 6? Because that is also an easier way to tell if someone was a Kraken and then kind of chilled out. You know, this screams a couple thousand, like definitely over $1,000 easily, maybe 2,000. You know, 3 or 4. Like, it's kind of really hard to tell with this one, but I'm telling you right now, 0 chance this is free to play. Absolutely zero. Okay, Shark, yes, yeah. The thing is, like, you're free to play, and your newer characters are similar to his. That's what I'm talking about. But that's what makes this challenging, is that you have to be able to look at the consistencies and inconsistencies of these accounts so that you can have a better understanding, because time is very tricky. First off, time is money. Secondly, there is kind of like a pattern for these type of accounts where they were once whales and then once not whales. And then you can see, like, for me, I can see patterns in this stuff. Well, probably because I'm looking at this stuff every day, and it's kind of like, not about my forte, but, you know, this is easily well over $500 spent, well over $1,000 spent. I would, you know, I'm going to put a prediction up here in a little bit, but I'm getting this right here. Yeah, Scout, all 5 of your SA are free to, at this point, all of your Secret Avengers could be 5 stars easily. I totally agree with that. Well, they're now farmable. At this point, all of your Secret Avengers should be at 5 stars or greater, simply because they're an amazing skill team. You want to use them in Dark Dimension all the way up. You know, everyone's telling me, like, Secret Avengers totally crush it in DD3. They totally crush it in DD4. I'm sure they're going to crush it in DD5. You know, they are a great team all around, and they're farmable, and they're the hotness for the skill nodes at the moment. Go all in. Like, they're probably at least 6 months more of, or 7-8 months of them being the team for skill. There are Aries says $9,200. Aries, I love you. I don't know about 9,200. What I'm going to ascertain really quick before I make the prediction, I'm going to kind of go through here and look at these levels. Now, as more and more I do this, level 60s all the way around, like this is all gold and training match and 11. Here's the thing too, is that he's 1175 days. He is not 1400 days. You guys forget. You're like, oh, well, I've been playing since launch, or I've been playing since beta. I'm 13 something days. He's not. He's 1175 days. He's not the same as a day one player, but he has a day one player type account. So something has to be, time has to be made up in some point. You know what I mean? So if you have a 14 mil TCP account and you're not a day one player, there has to be some sort of catch-up mechanic to get you from there to there. What is that? It's called money. Now, granted, we can't tell, because if they were once a spender and not a spender, you can't tell unless you have an understanding that, okay, we're at 13, we're at 14 mil TCP, 1175 days played. It's not the same right there. Yeah, and not in Doom 2 yet. See, Bold is not in Doom 2 yet, so their alliance is not overly concerned about, Bold is not going to have everyone that they're 200 days less played than a lot of you guys. So it's not going to be the same. That's where this game is so interesting, because hundreds of days makes a huge difference. It does on when you could have blitzed for those characters, and then you would have to catch up for those right there for sure. Hey, New Shocker, TCP is 14 mil, 1175 days played. And so what I'm going through now, and I'm looking before I make the prediction, is of the 1175 days played, getting all these characters to level 65 and 60, how much catch-up money would it take? Because obviously Bold North has a end game account. It has all of the characters that you would expect from someone that has been playing with from day one. So what they were trying to do, since they were just they started a little bit after the release of the game, because we're in March, it'll be 4 years. But, 360, Bold is not to 311, not quite like 3 years. So Bold started a couple months, 200 days after, something like that. It makes a difference. It makes a difference right there. Wow. True. Amazing. Thanks for asking. Oh, writing in multiple sentences always better than one word at a time. All right, here we go. Yeah, Aries is at 1146. See, whereas me, I've spent quite a bit more to try to catch up, and I'm a far less TCP. Like, my spending is not quite the same as Bold. Bold seems to be like someone who is very conscious about what is going on in terms of in their personal situation. I think now I have looked at this, I've looked at this a lot. I love, though, can I tell you one thing that I love here? You see how everyone's like at level 80, 81, 80, very sensible whale. X-Whale, I would say. So this is what I'm going to do right here, and let's see if we're going to set a prediction right now. I'm gonna say, after looking at this, I feel like this was, I'm gonna say $1,000, I think, because they're not, catching up is different than whaling. Catching up is a different type of mechanic than going all out. Yes?
Bondreas cheered. X1. Bold. Please put your car in park and submit your total spending.
All right. So I'm going to say $1,000. I'm going to say $1,000 simply because I feel like this is a catch-up, like, The spending on this game was whaling, but it was almost like catch-up whaling. You know, being at 14 mil, 1175 days played, they're not crackening on all the characters. They're more like shoring up their account right there. All right, so I'm gonna put 1,000 right here, 1,000. You know, and it's probably more than that. You know, I'm not quite sure, but I'm gonna start the prediction. All right, you have 5 minutes to go over this. Now, here's the thing. Here's my thought process on why I'm saying 1,000, because the whole issue here is that, like, why is it not like someone like myself or like Rick or, you know, these guys that are whaling harder? As I look at this account, it is more of a, I'm gonna shore up my roster rather than be super ahead of the meta. Try to get those new characters before my arena. Like for example, let's take a look. Like arena for sure here. Where are they at arena? I even look at there. So like exactly. Look, 142. They are not. They're shoring up. Like they want to be in the mix. You know, like being under 200 or under 150, getting the, you know, the amount of cores needed to be successful in the game, but not going like super hard at this. I think I'm starting to get pretty good at this right here. All right, so Shark's gonna go slightly higher. All right, that's true. Well, the thing is, help me help you. I think he is 11, Admiral Sandy, 1175. 1175. I feel like, you know, the catching up, but I could be, yeah, I mean, but still, if you just do the math, the numbers on it right here, I mean, 13.9 million, 1175 TCP. I'm probably, you know, I want to say, but, and here's another thing too. Look at the amount of hearted players. The guys that have had the most spent have a lot of hearted players. Bold is very focused on what they're doing. So this also leads me to believe that they've spent less than more. Yes.
X1, keep betting the under. More points for me.
Look, I'm not saying anything. Like, that's what, who else said that? Someone else said that betting the under was the way. I don't know, though. Like, people fool me all the time. This, to me, seems like a X-spender. This is an X-spender account. I'm just telling you right now. This person spends. They obviously, something happened, has said, oh, you know, I'm going to spend less now. And that doesn't surprise me at all. This is totally, this is a person scorned account. I'd say hands down, no question, you know, Scopely did something, burned this guy, and that's where we're at. Look at this She-Hulk, 7 red She-Hulk. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of fun to have on D there. Okay, your gut is saying 750, but then again, I don't know jack. All right, so so you're going slightly higher. That's fair. My gut says 750. All right. Didn't pay attention, didn't listen, didn't speculate. Still bet. Creatures. Well said. Oh no. Megan. Oh yeah, you always want to bet with whatever Megan Stardust bets. She is an absolute god at this game, but she's not in the room today. She's downstairs working harder on her research paper right there. OSU, are you saying that gotcha. 1001 incoming. Let's see the raid teams, and that'll show you the spending. Well, the thing is, they Bolt said they're not doing 2.0 set yet. So the characters that we're looking at here are for 1.0, Doom 1.0, and I would say that if you do take a look, Bold has Mystic at least 14 done. 1.0, this roster will destroy 1.0. You're totally good at 1.0 here. But I agree with you. They North or Bold said that they aren't quite at 2.0 just quite yet. They have, I think they did, what, 22% the first time they tried it right here. He does not have Omega Red. No. Never took a break, but I feel like spent, something happened, stop spending. But in a catch-up mechanic sort of spending, not like, kind of like me in the sense that I was buying the 13 uniques, but not buying the 13 uniques, buying, a good gold offer, a good training mats offer, just over time, 1,175 days.
Welcome, sir.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. On your right, 1996. Hey, how you doing? I know you. I'm a fan. Good to see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, old spender. Yeah, I agree with that too. You prep for Doom 2, starting test run tomorrow. All right, Bold. I think you guys will be successful. We all know Boldy is a whale. I think that Boldy is a whale, but I think Boldy is a scorned whale. Because if I look at Icarus and I look at Cersei, this is free to play all the way through here. But Adam, Bold though, I want to know, what did you unlock Adam at? Did you unlock Adam at 6 or did you unlock Adam at 5? Because I know we've seen Adam at a couple. That to me right there. Oh, it looks like are we out of time? Do we get to see right here though? The biggest detail is the low Eternals and low NWs. Yes, I agree. Yeah, help me help you. I think very much the same. Very, very much the same. That it is...
Welcome,
hey,
sir.
Thank you. Oh, hey, Mr. Dictator. How you doing? I've seen you from other streams. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, 5 stars. Yeah, an old spender. I'd say it's probably... look, I said 1,000. It's probably 2,500. That would be if I was going to be like, oh, this is going to be my best guess. But I've now done this for a minute, and I can kind of tell what old spending kind of looks like because I'm someone that was also scorned, spent, stopped spending, started spending again because of the FOMO got to me. All right, let's take a look here. He has sent me his details. If not, here, we're going to switch to this screen right here. All right. The judge is in. All right, that's fair. Now, let me go over to our DMs. He slid into my DMs. Oh, there it is. Hey! It's tough being this good at this game. It's tough being this good. It is absolutely tough being this good. All right. You guys ready for this? Here, I'll scroll it up. So a little anticipation right here. All right, ready? Here we go. Hello, Bold North. Thank you for patiently waiting. I have appreciated the details that you have provided. It allowed me to verify your account. Based on the current information we have, you have spent, what is this? Is this a 19,490? So is this 19,100? Let's see here. Your current information, you have spent $1,342.15. I personally thought it was $2,500. $1,342 kind of does seem in line with someone that is 1,175 days that had to play catch up. To be 14 mil at 1175, you're playing a little catch up. You just are. You're having to spend.
That's a lot of damage.
It's very difficult to get to that amount right there. Oh no, 16 game losing streak. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the black guy says easy. I see the 4 digits before the decimal. Get wrecked. Scroll down. JK Mark didn't get a chance. Fat Dolphin. I've been bamboozled. The Mecha God Killer says. Oh wow, not less than you. On your right, when are you gonna be on here? On your right. In the future, we got to get you on here. Please. Please. Yo, oh, the Shark said it. Shark did say 1350. Pretty close.
Too legit to crit cheered. X1. Get wrecked losers. Go to the big board.
All right, let's take a look at... All right, this is the best part here.
R 3817 cheered. X1. That was tight, but easy channel points.
Oh, really? Well, we'll see right now. We're going to see the winners and losers. All right, choose a prediction outcome. All right, show me the summary. Spent less. Oh, pretty even here, though. I will have to say, I'm not spent. Oh, spent less, though. Got wrecked. Spent less, got wrecked. All right, so here's our big winners for today. Oh, Scott, no question. 25,000 channel points. Thank you. Get absolutely wrecked. The random hero, Slick Trick Rick. So see some spenders in here. Raptor, J, G, too legit to crit. 52 goats. Oh, Scout gets a win. Lips, another one. 23 people though. 23 people are getting the win. Let's see now. Spent less. Who are our big losers today? No, Malice. No, 25. Joe Boo. Oh shit, Bash. 20. Creatures. Oh, Creatures, you said you didn't even look. Creatures, did you go all in? Oh my god. Benny, 13. Kermit, no. OSU Devils, no. Runner. Black Aristotle, no. A lot of my favorite people have lost today. No. And you guys, like, I have to say though, our big winners here, these guys, but these are like, I see a lot of whales in here. I see a lot of whales. How dare you guys? Dude, I love this. I love this. No. Runner, no. Creatures. Bash. Bash, 20K, feeling confident. I don't see Megan Stardust on here. I don't think she participated today. All right, choose an outcome here. Your damn whale spending tricked us. More than 1,000. Let's go. Dude, I think, hey, for the amount of money spent, Bold North has done an amazing well to be at 14 mil TCP with $1,300 spent. I mean, granted, at the amount of days played, I am extremely impressed with this. Extremely. Your roster is ugly, so you have to be nice. I'm self-conscious and stuff. Hey, I'm self-conscious also. So am I. All right, let's take a let's get off the screen. And let's go back to the gaming computer. All right, fair, right there.
Rap 0R 3817 cheered. X1 on your right wants a spot in Whale Confessions after me. Laughing Faith.
All right, I must say this. Are you a whale? You're a dolphin. And I think I'm right. I think, you know, you were a whale. You were a dolphin, and then now you're more free to play-ish. You dolphined to catch up. You got to where you were happy. You got to where your alliance was, and you feel like, you know what, I'm good now. I can stop spending. I can keep up with everybody. This is, to me, that looked like this has happened. I mean, but you did whale. I mean, you were a whale. Now I feel like you're spending less. A dolphin, maybe a manatee, you know, a slow, no, actually a manatee would be bigger than a whale. I would say, what do we always say? Like some furry mammal swimming around. That's what you are. I appreciate you being on. Today was an amazing, amazing experience. Thank you so much, Bold North. I'm indebted. I love doing these things. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Have a great day. T-Dub out. See y'all.